dun, dun, dun. Little kid on TV talking about something he shouldn't be talking about. How his little friend saved him by getting shot in the back because somebody twisted off. It looks like that somebody had mental illness, major way. Another person that may be trans. It's weird because the picture they have up that's supposedly him as a boy looks nothing. It looks kind of like him, but not like him. Like he has his whole face shaved off, like his jawbone and stuff. So, and then, of course, there's a manifesto and nutty, crazy.
Yeah. Some of the words I can't even read.
Yeah.
In that what this person who is purported to be the gunman wrote in this notebook. And I mean, there are pages of just handwritten words. Some of them, I don't even know what they are, Brother Chad.
No. It's
like you don't know the definitions, or
I can't can't read the words.
Can't make out what it is.
Right, making out the words.
Oh, like it's kind of scrawled.
Yes.
He did some drawings as well. Mentally ill, no doubt about that. Some of the words are tough to make out in this. But did you see the guns?
Yes.
He had, for the children written on one of them, apparently.
Yeah.
Didn't like the Jews, didn't like Jesus, didn't like anybody.
Got really upset it seemed like he got mad at himself on one page where it says sick, murderer. Then he reaches up and grabs the pistol and points the pistol into the notebook.
Yeah.
And he almost starts crying. Because this person is.
Well, because he knew, right? I think he knew what he was going to do. Because and this is it, he knew what he was going to do was wrong.
Right.
He apologized to his family.
Yes.
Said that they're going to probably want to change their names and get away from him as far as possible. Don't read his notes. Thought he had cancer because he's been vaping for a few years and thought it was too far gone. He's 22 or was 22.
Yeah. I'll tell you this. If this guy isn't the Minneapolis shooter, they need to find this guy and get him some help.
Yes. Oh.
They need to find this guy.
Yeah, serious help. If because this is an AI. Mm-mm. Like a lot of people are like, well, this could be. No, this one isn't. He also had Kill Trump, Rest in Peace, and Tear.
Yeah.
Among other things in this. And there's a video out there, and the video's everywhere. Normally, these things go down so fast, but the video is so many places. Getting it down is virtually going to be impossible at this point in time.
Apparently, Google has killed his account. His account is gone, apparently. Yeah.
So, and again, Benny Johnson's reporting that legally changed the name from his first name, Robert, to his second name, Robin. That's it. That's all you get. I'm not telling the last name because he's a scumbag, and currently it's God gets to deal with him at this point in time. But mentally ill, just beyond mentally ill. Not everything is disturbing. And also, in lucid moments, knew that what he was going to do was wrong.
Right.
Which is another thing that is, okay, wait, well, you know what you're going to do is wrong, but you're still going to do it.
Yeah, you're sad at how it's going to affect your family, but you're still going to do it.
And that right there removes any sense of criminal insanity, because when you're insane, you don't understand the difference between right and wrong.
That's right. You do not know the difference.
Looks like maybe authorities are making it official. Let me see here. Let's see.
Also had a like when you go shooting and they give you a target and they put a picture of Jesus, with the thorns on his head. It's this guy was mentally disturbed. I mean, there's no doubt. Yeah. Mentally disturbed. And the question I want to know is, you can't tell me that he hasn't been twisting off for a long time and nobody knew.
Right.
Yeah, you don't just start with shooting up a school. You grow into that kind of destructive behavior.
Yeah, it's yeah. I mean, it's like we always joke about with the drugs, right? You just don't start with fentanyl. That's not where but it's the same thing. You don't start go from, 2 days ago you're fine, and then you felt a little sad, then you're like, I should just shoot up a school. You don't start there. It's years of twisted out.
Was he hurting animals? Did he fight with his friends a lot? Did he abuse his family members? Those are all kind of things that could be precursors to that.
Yeah. So one of the videos supposedly scrubbed from YouTube is the church. And he had scrawled out the pews, where it is, because he put, what was it? He put 2x4s by one of the doors so that they tried to escape.
Yeah, he barricaded the doors so they couldn't be open. Nobody could get out.
No. And
I'm seeing that authorities have now identified him as 23-year-old Robin Westman.
Yeah. Formerly Robert, according to this. Where's your God? Why so queerness? Kill Donald Trump. This is for the children. Some of the things on.
Yeah, this dude was gone.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely gone. Like gone. And like Bell said, you just don't arrive there. Nobody knew. Nobody had any idea that dude was twisting off. Nobody had any idea. Nobody said, hey, why the sad face? Guy with too many damn guns, writing weird, twisted stuff everywhere.
Right. That's going to be the key here, man, is where did he get these guns?
Yes.
Because I'm telling you, this person does not need to have any firearms.
No.
This person doesn't need to have a butter knife.
Mm-mm. He needed to be far away. Some of the stuff that was written. I've been dying of cancer for a long time, and last month I was diagnosed with terminal cancer. Now, in another one, he says he wasn't diagnosed. He was just pretty sure it was over.
Yeah.
He says, I have no choice. The pain is too much. I can't be committed to the life of my head for years. I don't know. The handwriting, again, it's all over the place. It's tough to read. He is... you could tell he was spinning out on, because in the middle of it, he would spin from one thing to another thing, and you weren't quite sure where he was going. Hoped that his family would be, change your names if you have to. Sorry, I'm ruining your lives. You guys are probably going to lose your jobs because of this. I love you all. I will remember you. Pray for the victims and their families. Why? Why not just do it to yourself?
Yeah.
That way everybody can figure out what happened to Robin?
Exactly. That shows intent there, too.
Yeah. I love you, Dad, Mom, Jack, Martha, Teresa, Joe, Jared, Phil, and Liam.
But not enough to not do this.
Not enough to not kill a bunch of kids who did nothing. Shoot 2 of them to death and then wound 14 more while they're still fighting for their lives. And 3 teachers. I don't love you that much. P.S. T, get over yourself and make up with Mom. She loves you. You need to grow up and accept the time just keeps on blanking moving. You either will stay in the past and rot, wasting your life and happiness away, or you can grow up and move on from things. We all love you. I wouldn't, P.S.S., I wouldn't recommend any of you reading my journals unless you really want to. But be warned. Yeah. Just
not exactly the guy to be giving advice to somebody else.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. Take his advice because he seems to have it right on the nose. And the question is, why? Why in God's name does somebody feel the need to take their pain out on the world when it's your pain? Your pain. And if you do have cancer, you know what other cancer patients don't do? Shoot up a church. Because you, feel awful? Because you were born? You didn't like what you were assigned at birth? That's probably it. And I don't know if there was any relationship with the school, too. I'm sure that would be brought up. Did he go there as a kid and something happened? Still, that's not these kids. That's not. What a vile human being. What a vile human being. And I don't think there was enough medicine to fix that. That needed to be in a room where he was wearing the vest that hugs itself.
Yes.
And give them nothing. Why does Crazy have access to stuff? Why did mom and dad not know? Or the other kids, or the T fellow. Why did you not know? How could you not know? You had friends. It says in there you got friends. None of your friends knew. Like, to keep something like that, you would have to be the greatest actor ever to keep something like that from everybody. Something that is this heinous. So 2 children killed, 14 children injured, 4 were in surgery, 2 critical, and 3 adults hurt in the school. Did he get inside or did he shoot from the outside? I couldn't tell. I heard him shoot from the outside.
Yeah, the police chief says he was shooting from the outside.
So he barricaded the doors from the outside and then started shooting through the windows?
And then started shooting inside.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So, I don't know how he got any. People are like, I thought this was supposed to. You can play normal long enough to get a gun. But eventually, crazy's going to show itself. And that's why somebody had to have known. Because even when you go talk about, like, very rarely do we, and we want to know. That's the human nature. Human nature is we want to know what the hell happened. What the hell happened? We want to know. Happened. Just like with the Vegas shooter. How did it happen? What happened? Because everybody wants to know if you're going to be able to twist off. This person was twisted off for a long time. You don't have to worry about this one. You don't have to worry about any of this one.
Yeah, this isn't something that just happens.
Yeah.
Happens all of a sudden.
Yeah. So
the way especially, I'm telling you, man, the way he wrote. I mean, this is handwritten in this notebook. That took some time.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you did. It did. It definitely took some time. And he's gonna rot. And like I said, Bell and I and Ken, we've tossed around. I don't like to use the name. I don't want it. So many of these people are looking for some sort of affirmation and fame and their own Wikipedia page and all of that stuff. You ain't get it from me. Sorry.
Yeah, because there are people out there, they glorify these people.
They do. They do. They absolutely do. They glorify. They build little shrines to the wackadoos and Columbine in particular.
Yes.
Because they're kind of the in their mind, the godfathers of it all.
Right.
It's hard to do the Vegas guy because Vegas guy didn't have what everybody else had because he seemed to have the life, and there's nothing behind Vegas guy and what he did.
Yeah, wasn't he like a millionaire?
Yeah, and money at a It's like, and there was nothing. There was nothing. There was like he was so scrubbed. But comparatively to a lot of these other people, the dude at Parkland, I don't know, the guy in where was it? Was it Connecticut? Forget that one.
Oh, the Sandy Hook?
That dude was a wackadoo.
Yeah, I can't remember his
His dad and brother knew, right? But he wouldn't. They couldn't get him to live with them or do anything. Right. So he lived with mom, and then he killed mom.
Well, and then we go back to Uvalde, what you talked about a couple of weeks ago. It came out that the killer's grandmother is standing there saying, "Shoot him."
Yeah, and
she knew.
She knew. And by the way, the kids at school knew. They used to call him school shooter because he was so dark. But there's only so much you can do, right? We have the beauty of our country is we have these freedoms, but with these freedoms comes responsibility. But that responsibility, tell you what, somebody who's nuts doesn't understand responsibility and doesn't care about it. All right, coming up, we're going to move off this for a little bit. We got a couple things we're going to do here. If anything breaks, anything new, we'll let you guys know. More white women, more just their spec. We got to do our girl. She went to where? Where'd you go again?
I think she said Brown.
Brown. She went to Brown.
But not because of her white privilege.
Hell no. She has no white privilege. None.
She was offered a scholarship to White, and she said, no, I don't want to go there.
She said no. She needed to go to Brown. And she did. She's going to school us on racism again, which is, you know what? I haven't heard that enough. And we put the work in. Belle doesn't, but that's what we expect from Belle. Chad Benson, Joseph, we're talking 99.7. Like I say, throughout the day, we're going to get you the latest. We've hit it pretty hard, and if anything new comes up, but we got to do the work here. Every Wednesday, we turn to white women. First of all, can we just applaud white women for being white and awesome?
No, because that's racist.
I know it. I wasn't doing the work hard enough, but you know what I mean. Thank you. Thank you. And by that, I mean progressive white women. If you're a conservative white woman, you're for sure racist, right? If you even thought about voting for Trump, you may even own a red hat and your husband plays for the Cincinnati Reds. Doesn't matter. Racist. Our friend here who went to
if you like the Reds, Marge Schott. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, she was a little bit. Remember Marge Schott? Remember that? Remember when she talked about Hitler? She got, he wasn't all bad. And you're like, oh, God.
Please close this can of worms you just opened.
Do you remember when opening day and the umpire died on the field? He had the heart attack, and she was upset that they were going to cancel the rest of the game because all the people had showed up?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my Lord. This is not Marge Schott here. This is our friend Kylie. She does the work for all of us, but we put the work in. And today she's going to tell us why we're racist. Are you guys ready? Let's do this.
Why aren't white people openly racist? Why do they try to hide it with these weird innuendos that they think are subtle? It's because part of them knows that racism is not currently in fashion. However, the more that Trump continues to spout racist nonsense and be our president, the more it becomes in fashion, aka socially acceptable. That is why I have seen more blatant acts of racism in the last, say, year than I have ever in my life, as well as online, and hate crimes are going up across the nation. Explicit racism is being modeled by people in our government right now, and it's also being modeled by popular social media influencers and content creators. However, it's still not fully socially acceptable to be openly racist and say it with your chest, so that is why they continue to try to hide it. And if there's one thing that white people hate, it's confrontation, it's being called out. So that is why when they are being racist, they would prefer to do so secretly so that they maintain plausible deniability instead of being called out, because at that point that is damaging to their reputation. It's about self-preservation for white people. That is why they're openly racist.
So what you're saying is there's a club you can join where there's racism involved. Did you guys know that?
I had no idea.
Yeah, they're going to keep your identity hidden. She is nuts. Oh, it's just the first of her, because she hits it hard.
The thing that drives me the most insane about her is the passion and conviction that she says this garbage with.
Yeah, she believes it.
She believes it.
Like, some of these people do it because I think they're going to get hits and likes and whatnot. She genuinely, from the bottom of her soul, believes all of this stuff.
I think she wants the clicks and likes, but she is buying what she's selling.
Yeah, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. She was the first one to grab the Kool-Aid and drink it before she handed it out to anybody else. And we got more of her later. We're also going to pivot now. I'm going to do One Hit Wonder Wednesday, one of our favorite things to do. Hopefully you got a decent song today, Belle. Probably not. Probably some weird song that never charted anywhere but like Guam. But because it's a U.S. territory, he's going to go with it.
Once again, can't play music on the internet, so if you want the full effect, you got to listen on the radio.
So, but I've got a good one for you guys as well, so don't worry about that. I'm sure Ken's got you got a good hairband one?
I got another hairband one-hit wonder, boys.
Woo! It's going to be fun. Sit back, kids. Get ready. One Hit Wonder Wednesday, straight ahead. Chad Benson, Super Talk 99.7.
Got a crash on the right shoulder, 65 southbound at Rosa Parks Boulevard. Over on the East Loop, left shoulder still blocked by a stalled vehicle, 24 eastbound at exit 47A. And then in Rivergate, the left lane is blocked by a crash, 65 southbound before Vietnam Veterans Boulevard, exit 95. Got the very latest on the Minneapolis Catholic school shooting, 2 dead. The 17 others injured. The gunman is dead. Got a full report coming up at 2 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
Everybody wants to know, what was that song again, Belle? A lot of people wonder, what's that song Belle did?
Rocky by Austin Roberts.
There you go.
Austin Roberts.
Good luck finding that one. Guys.
I wonder if that's even on YouTube. Apple.
Facebook, anything like that? Is he still alive? You guys want to talk to me? That'd be great. I'd love to talk to you. Oh, jeez. Every week we have White Woman Wednesday. And the reason we do this is because we care. We want to do the work. And these are progressive women who really one woman in particular, she sets us straight. And so far this hour, she's told us about racism and how deep down we're all really racist and we need to find a club or something like that. Don't want to put it out there. As one person said earlier, the first rule of Hate Club is don't talk about Hate Club. Well, now she's going to talk about other things.
The real reason white people want to erase the history of slavery is because given the chance, they would absolutely do it again. While not all of us subscribe to this system, a lot do. That's why they like our current president, because he consistently, without fail, reinforces the hierarchy of white people on top, followed by everybody else. Of Native citizens on top, followed by everybody else. I consider white supremacy to be one of the most dangerous domestic threats in the United States. Because if you didn't know, there are estimated this many active members in white supremacist organizations. People like your pastor, your neighbor, maybe someone you've seen giving looks to people of color, but not necessarily saying anything. White people try to downplay the effects of white supremacy, but it's significantly more people than they will admit. And those are just the people who are overtly racist and willing to label themselves as part of this organization, not even the other people who genuinely believe in it without speaking on it. Yeah. Point being, erasing the history of slavery and erasing the horrible atrocities that happened in this country is a genuine crime. And it's intentional, because if it's erased, those patterns are going to repeat themselves. So erasing this history isn't just ignorant, it's malicious.
Malicious. Yeah. You know who they are. You give them that side eye.
I'm surprised she didn't say we should bring it back so we don't forget.
I was waiting for her to say that. Belle, because we were talking earlier, Belle goes, so let me get this right, Belle. If owning people wasn't so tough, you'd do it?
No, I'm saying I have enough trouble with cats. I have no desire to own people.
Oh, okay. Okay. See, Belle wants to put that out there. So don't think that he's a racist, although he doesn't do the work.
I like how she says, you've probably noticed them looking at people of color.
Yes. If you look side at them, could be your pastor, kid, the Boy Scouts, right? Your Boy Scouts racist? No, I don't. Oh I don't go to Boy Scouts, but lady. No. The pastor, you know your pastor, right? Like, and if we can erase it enough, then we could do it all over again. Do you really think that? Do you honestly think that we could do it all over again? Jeez, man, she wakes up. But you hear it in her voice, guys. She's got the passion for it.
Yeah.
She does.
Well, she attended Brown University.
She did. I heard it's a good one. Think they're liberal at Brown? And anything they're having?
They might have a few liberal professors.
I might have heard some about that. I don't know. I've heard things like that. Somebody says, I can't even imagine how hard life is. Look at everyone the way she does. It's a tough thing, I'm sure. Because everybody in the world to her is a victim or a perpetrator of a crime.
Except if you're white.
Yeah, well, yeah. But remember, if you're a white lesbian, you are somewhat of a victim. That's the whole thing with intersectionality, right? So
yeah.
Now, a black lesbian is higher in the hierarchy of that. But if you're a white lesbian and if you're really fat, which probably isn't very hard, okay, listen, I didn't say that, Belle. But so it all depends, right?
But the white lesbian still owes reparations to the black lesbian, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
That's a good one. For lesbianness? You know what, man? You might have stumped me there. This is why we do the work, guys. This is why we do the work. I don't know what happened to my television. It switched over to smooth jazz.
That's what we're going to be discussing for the rest of the day.
I have no idea. I'm sitting here. I'm watching CNN talk to, I think, one of the moms, kind of hot, and from today. And
I was trying to get the TV in here adjusted for Ken, and it probably affected your TV.
And now I'm watching Greg Manning, Now and Forever. It's a single from this year. Smooth jazz.
Well, maybe it'll be his only hit, and we can play it in a few years.
Probably. You'll find out it is. You find out at Botswana.
I bet you Kayla's got something against smooth jazz.
Oh, totally. You know why? Because white people stole smooth jazz.
Stole it.
Candy Dulfer. We're looking at you. Coming up, hour number 3 of the program. It's Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 997.